been a great summer. For everyone to ask and deserves a shout out, here it is.
These past 5 years have been incredible. All of the names that I'm about to say are the ones who are unforgettable and got me through all the years. I'd like to thank Joel, Michael, Becky, Stephen, Cheryl, and Ryan, Jake Goldstein, Jordan Goldstein, Josh Ramko, Ethan Tublin, Colin Wilbur, Jonah Henschel, Josh Cooper, and many more. I'd like to thank everyone for this opportunity. I'd like to thank Jordan Rosenfeld, Jackson Fraser, A1 and T1, and thank you for all the great years.
I just want to start off by saying it's not my 5th year, it's my 20th week. Just to recap my 20 weeks in only 30 short seconds, they've been some of the best experiences I have ever had. Thank you to Ari Goldman, Brett Wigsky, and Jackson Fraser for helping me write this. And to all my cabins. Shout out to all my friends in B3 who were in my cabin my first year. Thank you to my brother for being there when I need him. And thank you to Cam for making this such an amazing place. Thank you and good night.
So I'm going to go a little bit less traditional here and not do so many shout-outs. I'm just going to do one big one. And it goes to Max Levine. Throughout this summer, you've just been a really confident person and nice to my whole cabin, and I can't thank you enough for making this summer so special.
Yeah, cheer it!
Thanks, Max.
It's very hard to express my 5 brilliant years here at camp, but if I had to do it, I want to do it with this anecdote. This is 5 years ago, on the first day of camp, 2013, Monday in McGuanago, Wisconsin. Morning. Cabin was up at 6:30. Went outside to sneak up on CIT boys, woke them up, then ran away. From there, I knew 2 things. 1, Danny Farber would be a great counselor, and 2, this is going to be an amazing 4 weeks. Thank you, Beaver Camp, for the best 5 years of my life.
I'm Jason Zapolsky. And we have really enjoyed our 5 summers at Beaver, so we wrote an acrostic poem for the word thanks.
To use for tons of memories to last a lifetime.
H is for hundreds of tasty meals.
A is for A2, our current cabin. We love you, A2.
N is for numerous trips to the health center.
K is for K2, our first cabin.
S is for a shout out to everyone who wanted one, who know who you are.
Thank you for 5 great years.
My 5th year here at Beaver Camp. I've been here a long time, I've had many memories, and nothing could represent all that time, but one thing. This purple Sharpie pen. I've had this pen my whole time here. I've written many letters. In doing so, I've written many memories. Many memories are within this pen's history. Thank you for a great 5 years.
Great 5 years, and I can't wait for the incoming sessions to come. I want to say thanks to my brothers Andrew and Jared, my cousin Justin, my cabin and counselors for making my 5 years the best they could be. A few other people I just want to mention that stood out to me and made my camp great are Cruz, Jordy, Lauren, Max Levine, Max Chapman, Andrew Toad, John Marks, Sam Gold, Eli Goldis, and all my previous counselors, and so many others.
We were told to write a speech about why we're here, but we're going to tell you who helped us get here.
First, we're going to give you a list of counselors that helped us get here. Please stand if you hear your name.
K1, Noah Fromson, Will Jarvis, Sam Hollingdale, and Josh.
K2, Oliver Bickman, Jamie, James, Alex Geller. K3, Ollie, Matt, Bobby Schreiber, and Brandon.
B1, David, Ben Oinger, and Harry.
B3, Ben, Josh, Jared, Scott.
We would also like to thank some campers. Please stand if you hear your name.
Our K1 cabin, Jack Wax, Jack Solomon, Brett Whitney, Ryan, Jacob Kaplan, Charlie Duo, Bobby Joseph. Our cabin now, Zach Wesnick, Jake Sumberg, Andrew Levine, Xander Solomon, Jonah Grossman.
Mo Steelab, Jacob Fisher, Eli Austin, Bobby Josephson, Josh Lerman, Sam Gottlieb.
If this is your first year, we ask you to come back
Because their lives were changed by Beaver.
months,
5 summers,
5 years, 130 days,
3,120 hours,
181,200 minutes, 11,232,000 seconds.
that's the amount of time we have spent at our home away from home.
Now we're going to say our years in fives. 5 bunks,
Over 5 trips to the health center,
5 bunkmates, 5 trips to Elegant Farmer,
5 trips to water parks,
5 division leaders, 5 weeks of water skiing.
shout out to all our counselors who are still here.
Lizzie, Lily, Rebecca, Sabrina, Carly, Shirley, and Tanya.
Michaela, Sarah, Sabrina, Talia, Carly, and Kirley.
Jarvis, James, Bobby, Brandon, David, Jared, Ben, Josh, Scott. I would also like to give shout outs to some of my counselors who are not here anymore and my captains. Noah Fromson, Ben Oringer, Harry Shellard, Alex Geller, and Oliver Victor, and B3 Belugas and 04 Dino. And the cast of That's Not Kosher, Annie and Meyer K.
Shout out to T2. Thank you to every camper and member of staff that have made our camp experience amazing. We love 3DC.
When I first came to Beaver, I was 1 year old and in Hagan for about 6 years. I've grown up here all my life, by hearing me my home away from home. I moved up to 01 when I was 7 and another year in 01 when I was 8. I moved up to 03 and 02 and 03, and now I'm cashier, the best division on camp, and in the best cabin ever, the G1 Government Force. I would like to thank you all so much for making these last 5 years and more the best years ever. And I wanted to give some shout outs to the people who made this possible. Becky Altman, Michael Wax, Brad Robinson, Joel Bennett, Debbie Morris, Allie Perbono, Uncle James, Amy L.K., Stephen, especially my mom and dad and my sister Maddie, and also my grandma and grandpa known as Ron and Cheryl, and my amazing counselors you wish you had me, Izzy, Ruth, and Sammy. I can't wait for the next fun and amazing years left at Beaver. Thank you all so much for making these amazing 5 years possible. These people can I have you stand up because you've been my best friends for these last 5 years. Eden Harris, Holly Brown, Izzy Wolf, Leah Nagel, Talia Nathan, Carolyn Kiernan, and my cousin Samantha Murray. Thank you.
5 years at Beaver have gone by so fast. 01 balloons, 1 was left. 02 cupcakes with sweet violet lashes. 03 pigs, singing here. 21 space cadets blasting into cashier. G2 Shinokins, known as the cashier princesses, or G2ers.
We can't wait for the upcoming years that we
Our home away from home. Shout out to our friends, counselors, family, and Patty.
Hi everyone, my name is Sophia Merrill and I've had an unbelievable 5 years of camp. My first year was in senior cashier, which is usually later than many campers start. When I first came, I was afraid that I would not fit in with the girls in my cabin. I assumed that they had already made concrete friendships and that there was no room for me. At the end of my first summer, our counselors presented all of us in G3 with awards for what we had contributed to the cabin. To my happy surprise, my award was the puzzle piece. Toby, Alana, and 2 Rachels and Charlotte explained that I got this award because I completed the puzzle of our cabin, fitting right in. I then realized that I am not necessarily the puzzle piece because of who I am, but I am the puzzle piece because of what this place is. It is a place that will welcome anyone who wishes to be a part of the puzzle, and I will be forever grateful for that. This is a shout out to everyone in this room. Thank you for what you have given me.
Beaver Camp has been my favorite place to start the year. Not only is the place I go to camp every summer, but this is my second home life. I want to thank Allie Sandler for helping me out my first year, also Jenny friend and Lily Goodman for being best friends. Last week I want to thank my title leaders. Shout out to Alice Diane, Matt Gary, Lily Roman, Rex, Hannah Shapiro, Lily Copley, Debbie Morris. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Jordan, and we can't believe it's our 5th year.
Oh, one was tons of fun. We played all day under the sun. Bugs up with Emily, Ebony, Michaela, and T. Beaver Camp was the place to be.
Oh, 4 was never a bore. Water skiing, sailing, arts and crafts, and more. Maple with Rebecca, Leah, Lizzie, and Molly. There wasn't a time we weren't feeling jolly.
G Wonder Woman, up and away. We had so much fun and party every day. Living in Pine with Raina, Rachel, and Lily, they always left us feeling silly.
In G2, we were never blue. We had the best cabin yet, you don't have a clue. Back in Maple with Allie, Becky, Jillian, and Sam, our cabin was closer than ever, and we became a fan. Now in T1, we've had so much fun. We've had a blast these 5 years and can't wait for more to come. I'd like to thank my parents for sending me back to this amazing place each and every year, and my sister Julia for sharing this experience with me and making it even more fun and enjoyable. I'd like to thank my parents for sending me back to such a special place each year. My brother and my sister for being there for me at camp and at home. We also like to thank our best friends for making each year better and better. And our counselors this year and previous years for always being there for us. And lastly, Beaver for making this experience so unforgettable.
5 years at Beaver went by so fast, so here's a little blast from the past. 02 was my first year at camp. I sailed at speed, I really was a champ. When Core Mania was coming on board, we stopped in tents and made some s'mores. We won pineapples, we looked under the seat, Noah's Ark was the place to be. G2 and G3 all in 1 year, going 8 weeks was such a dream. Now I'm in T1, the best cabin yet. This year is one I will never forget. I would like to thank my parents for sending me back to this amazing place every year. My brother and sister for sharing this experience with me, and of course my best friends for making Beaver my home away from home. No date at Beaver is ever born, and I can't wait for 5 years more.
Hey Jordan, want to do a 5-year speech?
No, do you?
No, not really.
Hey Tova, do we have anything prepared?
No, we do not.
You're so funny. I have an idea. Let's write down our conversation.
Okay.
Let's call it a day.
Okie dokie.
Ouch, that tennis ball really hurt. Tova, you spelled hurt wrong.
Oops. Ow, another tennis ball hit me.
Why did we do this on the tennis courts?
I don't know, but thanks to everyone who's made these 5 years memorable. Also, if you guys want to know the senior prank, there wasn't one.
I've met a lot of memorable people, so I'd like to thank them for impacting my life in ways I didn't expect. Thank you, Abby Kaufman, Zoe Morris, Alex Rosenblatt, Sloan Greenfield, Elena Miller, Cassie Rubin, Maddie Byrne, Tiffany Rosner, and Eli Lesser for showing me I can have friends younger or older than me. Thank you, Aiden and Alon, for showing me that being single isn't horrible as long as you have a best friend to complain about it with. Thank you, Brittany Hopper, for letting me use your staying stick that does not work. Thank you, Lizzie Haddington and Sarah McKenzie, for making fun of the way I say Nutella. Thank you, Sam Stern, for showing me it isn't possible for us to bond over anything except for Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm. And thank you to this sacred place. Anyone who says you cannot have 2 homes has never been to Beaver. Shout out to Jason Topolsky, Ben Sherman, Sarah Wasserman, Leah Doniger, Sarah McConan, Allie Cohen, Mercedes Shackleton, the cast of Clueless, and my amazing cabin team crew.
Dad and running speeches, so I'm going to give you a brief summary of my time at camp. I've been here for 5 years, and I've been in 5 different bunks. I technically had 4 birthdays at camp, but nobody counts last year's. I've been in 3 of the cabins on camp, and I've gone in both sessions. And I found it one of the most amazing experiences ever. Shout out to the Magic Cabin 2017, T1 Totally Tubular Turtles, my parents for letting me come here, and everybody else wanted to shout out. Thanks.
5 years ago, I came to camp as a child.
Fast forward 5 years later, I'm not so little anymore, and I've grown so much. I owe all this to my brothers, Will and Alec, who unfortunately are not here to be at camp this year. Throughout my time in Beaver, I've learned a lot, but in honor of my 5th year, there are 5 things I still have not quite figured out. 1. I most definitely do not know all the words to the Beaver God. 2. I still have no idea how to make a friendship bracelet. 3. I haven't mastered the art of making my bed. 4. Showering in under 10 minutes is definitely a struggle. And 5. Lastly, I do not know how I would be able to survive without Beaver camp in my life. I would like to thank everyone I've ever been in the cabin with, all of my counselors throughout the years, my family and Dana Rapkin for making the past 5 summers the best yet.
My name is Robert, and I'm Carly Oxford, and this is our 5-year speech. Over the past 5 years, there have been so many memorable events that we have learned from. We decided to share with you 5 tips we have learned during our time here. 1. If you ever feel sick, tell us something, because we will come in and get our entire cabin sick.
2. If there are books on your cabin, don't spray them with book spray, because it will end up staining your cabin.
3. Always keep your cabin very outdoors, no matter how big your cabin is, because if you don't clean, you will not clean very outdoors.
4. Don't open your mailbox unless it's getting in. Also, don't spray with your mailbox, because it will get stuck or break, and you won't be able to get your mail.
5. Spend as much time here as possible. Go eat. Create friendships you'll have for others. Keep going to camp because it's the thing you can do any Christmas to anyone you want. Thank you, Beaver Camp, for the power of our amazing helpers. We are for the power to be great here. We can't wait to be forward.
5 years, eh, Sam?
Yeah, that's right, John.
It's a long time.
Oh, indeed it is. I remember sitting in our first circle thinking, we'll be 24 when we do this.
Here we are now.
Oh, yeah.
So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Lizzie and I really hate public speaking. This is a very special moment for us. It's not often that you get 5 international staff members here for 5 years. I'm now shaking. This place has changed our lives in more ways than any of you can kind of imagine, and this is a snippet of our 5-year journey.
Yeah, Will.
Wondering where I was gonna go.
Where is it? Elegant farm.
I was shy, I was quiet, I was myself, and now I am standing here in front of all of you with a microphone and a story you can hold true. The songs that over me, the 72 steps, that time I let my leg inflate to death. So lads went out until the great white buffalo, the lappy breeze, the lappy sound, hey, don't forget, smile is
Just to clarify, I never did poo my own paw. Thank
This is where I call home, this is where I am on shows, this is where the golden hours come to glow. This is where I call home, this is where I am on shows, this is our 5-year speech.
I would just like to say thank you to everyone for making these 5 years very special. Thanks to all the smiles we've had over the years. Thanks to those who originally hired us. Thanks to Barry Bonds, the Bird Captain family. Everyone who we've ever had in a cabin, there's a lot of names to list there. The sneak-outs, the cook-outs, the hang-outs, the jam-outs, the mentors, the mentees, the outdoor NTs. Thanks to the kitchen, maintenance, housekeeping, the advice, someone who loves Tim Hortons, camp geography, Hash Brown the cat, all who did make it, Mars Leg, and most of all the memories. Thank you, Beaver Camp. We're going to miss you all very much.